Hello and welcome to Boden in Swedish Lapland. It's mid-November and it's finally clear sky. It has been cloudy for several weeks, so I feel pretty excited to shoot tonight, although the moon is up also. And I will soon start to put up my gear, but if you want to support my endeavors up here in the north, you can choose some of the alternatives down below here, buy me a coffee or Patreon. But now I will start to put up the gear. The sun is already on its way down. And as you have seen in my previous videos, I have had some problems with my EAF, but now I think I have solved the problem. I have attached it with this metal bracket that follows the EAF, but this screw is the one that also adjusts the tension in the focus tube. So when I attach it the first time, the tension got too high, and therefore it didn't have the power to move the focuser. But now I have attached a small brick here, as you can see, to get some better tension of this focuser tube. So we will see. I hope it will work tonight. And this is the setup I use. From the back here, the CW 1600mm mono camera. It's old but still very good. The CW new filter wheel here. And then I have a flattener, the EAF. And on top here I have this Manfrotto plate that I used to attach the ASIAIR Pro. And then I attach the guide camera with this one, and it gets very sturdy. And I can also use this to move the guide camera front to back to adjust the balance of the rig. And the tube is a William Optics Fluorostar 110 triplet. I bought it used about 2 months ago. I've tried it a couple of times. Last time I shot the Eastern Wheel Nebula with it. I think it's a very good tube. And here we have the EQ6R Pro workhorse mount. It works great. I've tried it down to temperatures well below -30 degrees Celsius. And I haven't done any adjustment. It just come from the shelf directly. And what's this? A cable. And this will be the first time ever I don't use my marine batteries when I'm doing astrophotography. And it has a reason. I was a little bit sloppy after the last season, so I didn't charge my marine batteries. I forgot it, and then I stored them for almost a half a year, and then they has become bad. I noticed that last time I was out, suddenly the rig started to beep, or the ASIAIR, and the guiding was completely off. And then I noticed that that the mount didn't work. So the battery had run out of power. So tonight I will use electric or from in the cable. I think I prefer to use marine batteries, because you get very mobile. It's very easy to move the rig around. Now it's not a big problem when I'm out here quite close to my cabin, but I want to be as mobile as I can to be able to go out to remote places and have the routines to set up all gear and run all only with the power from my batteries. Okay, I think I'm done. I've connected all cables. This is the power to the camera. This is the power to the EAF. And this is for my heated band. And this is for the dew heater, the camera's dew heater. I also downloaded the latest update for the ASIAIR, the 2.0. I tried it yesterday at home and it looks interesting. Not that big difference, so I hope everything will work smooth tonight. It's still quite light, as you can see behind me, but I can see Polaris. So we're about 65-66 degrees north now. 100 kilometers south of the Arctic Circle. So I will go inside my cabin, make a fire and wait until I can start to do the polar alignment. Yeah, it's quite cozy inside here. So I made a fire also, so it's not extremely warm, but it gets warmer and warmer inside here, and it's cozy. And there were some faint aurora activity on the sky also, so I think I would prepare my other camera, set it up to make a time lapse. And recently I bought this one for time lapses. It's a Rhino Rove Pro, a slider for my camera. So it has a width of 64 centimeters, I think, and it's great when you do time lapses because movement adds quite a lot. I think you can do something in the post-processing, but with the slider you also change perspective when it moves. So it will not get the same when you do it when you add movement in post-processing. Quite cheap also, I have to say. Costs around 4,000 Swedish crowns, which is around $400 US, 400 euros. And I have tried it a couple of times, and I control it with an app in the phone, and it's very easy to set up. So, slider, nice thing to have. The sky looks great. The moon is still quite low in the sky, and I see a lot of stars. So we'll power everything up and start to do a polar alignment. And I'll start ASIAIR. As you can see, it looks a little bit different from before. So you have the community features here nearby me. I haven't looked into them yet. So I go directly to enter device. Took a little time. Main camera, guide camera, refresh phone info, locate failed by some reason, but I think we are at 66 degrees north there. Okay, so it looks a little bit different. Some updated design. Focus PA preview looks the same there. New camera symbol. Okay, there we have the mosaic grid feature. Okay. Oh. This one I have to look into later. It looks great. Now I will do the polar alignment. Next. Okay, let's go. So I'm a little bit off, not that much. So I will start to refresh this and adjust the rig. Okay, it took 5 minutes 4 seconds, so reasonable fast, or like riding a motorcycle, very fast. So now I will check the focus. I always do a focus check even if I have the EAF. So I used to choose Capella. So now it's close to the target. So plate sole is awesome. So there we have it. So now I will use the Batina mask to check the focus. And this is actually the Batina mask from my Maxitov Newton scope, so it's way too big. I must buy a new one, but I can use it anyway. You can see it looks a little bit ridiculous, but it works. Now I choose focus. Yeah, beautiful. Now I can adjust a little bit this middle spike. Wrong way. Well, something like that. And I have plans to shoot at the Cygnus Wall in the North America Nebula. Let's see if I have some clearance from the trees behind me. Okay. Soling failed once, but I think it works now. I'll start the guide camera. Oh, enter device. And this feature I like a lot because it's so easy to frame your object. So something like this, I think it will be great to go to. So target is centered, but maybe I will. I think I will try to rotate the focuser a little bit. Okay, so I have no idea which direction, but I try something like that. See if I can frame the object a little bit better. Yeah, this looks way better actually. So now I have the interesting region here, the Cygnus Wall, quite centered. Okay, target is centered. The guiding went a little bit crazy when I moved the camera. This one they haven't sold. When I'm about to choose the O filter, it's very close to that one that close the app. Yeah. It's there. So I start with O because the moon is still low on the sky. Now the guiding looks pretty good. 0.53, 0.50 arc seconds mean error. That's decent. Let's see how the EAF works when I do autofocus. After filter change. So everything is ready. So when I press the button here, it will start to change the filter to 03 and then start autofocus. Yeah. Now we will see. So now it does a couple of exposures and then measure the size of the stars and then adjust the focus, and it seems to work. I would be very happy if it works because it helps a lot, especially when you shoot narrowband and change filters. Calculate and move EAF to focus point. So let's see. Okay. Yeah, so now it has started to the first exposure. I do 300 seconds. So now I wait for the first sub. It's a lovely autumn evening. Completely clear. And the moon is still quite low on the sky. As you can see in my breath here, it's a little bit chilly. Maybe around below -5, maybe -10 degrees. It feels like that. I will check my thermometer soon. This does not look good. So apparently the EF has not find the focus. So I have to go back to to the original routine. So I will go back to luminance, and where we have preview there. And choose DNAB. A star that is pretty close to the North America Nebula in Cygnus. The autofocus did not work. I don't know why. So I went back to my original routine. I pointed the tube at the Deneb, the closest star, the closest bright star in Cygnus, and checked the focus manually with the baton mask, and then moved it back to the target, and was about to start to shoot, and but now it's only minutes before it will do a meridian flip, so I will go inside, wait for 10 minutes, and then come back, and hopefully I can be able to start to shoot at the target then. So now it has done the meridian flip. So I hope everything is fine now, besides the EAF. I have to think about what could be wrong there, but I will start to shoot now. Oxygen 3, 10 subs, 300 seconds each. So this is the first sub. It's oxygen 3, so I can't see so much, but it looks decent. Check the average star size, 2.33. It's quite good. Yeah, I think I will drive and buy a burger. I'm a little bit hungry. Okay, I have picked up a burger, so I will eat now and then go out to check the sky, because I noticed there were some thin clouds now, so we will see what's happening. I have done almost all oxygen 3 though, so if the sky is clear after the burger, I will continue with sulfur 2 and hydrogen alpha. But now, burger. Bon appetit! Okay, I have eaten the burger and I went out to check the sky, and I didn't see any clouds, so it looks pretty clear. So I will go out and start the next session, the sulfur 2. I will continue to do 10 subs with sulfur 2. There are some clouds around, but it looks pretty clear to my target right now, at least. You can take a look at some subs here. This is the oxygen 3. That looks good. And the temperature is almost -10. Not that cold. A little bit chilly though. And you can see around the moon maybe there are some thin clouds that diffuse the light, the moonlight. But to my target it's, well, reasonable clear. It looks like that, although I think there could be some haziness too. But after a month without seeing any stars, it feels great anyway. This is the first sulfur 2 sub. You can see the Cygnus Wall here. More clouds coming in. So they will soon cover the whole constellation Cygnus. So I will take a break now. Let's see. Yeah. This was the last sub before the cloud front came. Until then they look quite okay. 8 sulfur 2. now I have to wait and see what's happening, if it will clear again. So a heavy cloud layer has rolled in here, so I will abort the shooting tonight and continue another day. I have done I think 18 subs in total with oxygen 3 and sulfur 2. So the next night, when it's clear, I will continue to do the rest of sulfur 2 and then hydrogen alpha. And according to the forecast, it will probably be clear on Tuesday, in 2 days. So I hope so, and then I will continue.